It's 5-4-3 in the baseball game. Calvin Castine at Chazy Central Rural School. It's the 29th day of April 2013. We have the Lions of Elizabethtown at bat. We've just finished with our coverage of these two schools going at it in softball. We'll have to hide our softball rosters and see if we can pick up a number here on the batter for our Lions. There's a strike. We have an out, one out. They finally got the out in the, that's one out. Finally got the last out in the top of the fifth in the softball. In tight. I think that previous batter was Morris. If so, this is Gowdy. No, Gowdy's number 8. This doesn't look like an 8. It is 5-3 Chazy. The 7. Okay, that would have been Hart, and this would be Blades, the third baseman. We have a gusty wind howling behind us here. Off the plate. We're going to try to make our way probably between batters. Get a little closer so that when we go between innings we can make that final stretch. That's ball 4. That's a foul ball. So let's see, Blades is on base, one out. At the plate should be Mitchell. (5-3) score, tying run at the plate. And Blades moves into scoring position. Temperatures in the low 60s, but it's very cold low 60s. Strong wind coming in from the south. And the dirt gets away. And it's going to be a 5-4 ball game as the attempt at third goes into left field. And while we were moving over to get in position, Mitchell hit the next pitch into center field for a base hit. So now we have Farrell up. Tying run is on for the Lions here in the top half of the 4th inning. We've just left the softball. And we are picking up action here on this April 29th, 2013 in the baseball game. Elizabethtown-Lewis Lions visiting Chazy in a Mountain and Valley Athletic Conference varsity baseball. As we explain each time, a MVAC a few years ago now, decided that the baseball and softball teams would play on at the same time. That was strike 3, so this is Harwood, second baseman. So, when the baseball team is playing, the softball team is playing, and obviously we can't cover them both, so we cover the first hour of the softball, then move on to the baseball game. So that's what we've just finished with the first hour of the softball game. Strike 2. Now we have moved here to the baseball game, and it's a 5-4 score. We're in the 4th inning. Chazy leading. That gets away. And no advance. Mitchell stays put. Fire to first, Mitchell is back. Strike 3, so a run, 5-4 Chazy. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. We have moved to our usual perch. We have a strike on the batter. Strike 2 now. This is 16. That'd be Hayden Gay, top of the order up for Chazy. On the pitching rubber is number 8, Gets Gowdy. He was the starting pitcher. It is 5-4. It is the bottom of the fourth. That's a foul ball. It's like Paul Lemoy behind the plate. Not sure who's umping on the bases. April 29th, on Monday, 2013. Lines, delivers, high. Gay at the plate. And the pitch. That's fouled. So let's see, the defense for the Lions, Gowdy pitching, Lapierre behind the plate. Mitchell at first, Harwood at second, shortstop is Morris, third base Blades. Outfield, Farrell, Noka Bailey, and Hart going from left to right. Only non-starter we're aware of is DeMuro. Like 3 looking, so Gay goes down looking. So that's 1 out. And Craig Botten, the shortstop, will step in for Chazy. Overcast, temperature in the low 60s, but breezy, very chilly. That's a ball. This is low and outside. And tight. Ball 2. On deck, Kyle Bissonette with Nate Reynolds in the hole. Foul off chest protector, Paul Lemoy. He's got his jacket on. In the softball game, both guys got their jackets on. The softball game, Paul Gehrig didn't want to bring a jacket out there, so Crusher wanted to bring one, Paul O'Connell. So he didn't bring his, but I would have said bring yours just in case, because the umpires both have to either both have one on or neither one have one on. So Crusher couldn't have brought his and worn it without Gehrig having his. So I would have said bring yours, and if you change your mind, you'll have it, because it's cold out here right now. That goes to second base, thrown out by Harwood to Mitchell for the second out. And I'll bring up the catcher Bissonette. Five, 4, Chazy up by a scant run. So we're leading 5-2, and the first time we noticed the scoreboard, the Mary Latrimore Memorial scoreboard. Just missed the plate apparently. That's 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3. What? Strike. Strike called. Strike. Off the handle and on the tennis court. No, not quite on the tennis court. So that evens count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. 5-4 Eagles in the bottom of the half of the 4th inning. That's fouled back. Catchers have headgear on, the umpires don't, so it's amazing that umpires don't get more bruises from those foul balls here at Chazy. That's in the dirt. That'd be full count. Full count. We'll have a payoff pitch. To left field. Center fielder comes over and grabs it. So taken by the center fielder, Mocha Bailey. So nothing across for the Eagles. They go down in order in their half of the 4th inning. We're going to go to the 5th with Chazy leading at 5-4 here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Chazy has made some defensive changes. Bissonette, who had been catching, is now on the pitching rubber. Strike 1 to shortstop Morris. We're in the top of the 5th, 5-4 Eagles. The starting pitcher, who was Pete, is now at first base. And Reynolds, who was at first, is now the catcher. Hit to the pitcher. Bissonette fires to Pete. And we have 1 out. So the defense, we have Kyle Bissonette pitching. Nate Reynolds catching. Batter here is Gowdy, the Lion pitcher. First base is Josh Pete. There's a ball. Second base is Hayden Gay. Shortstop Craig Botten. At third base, it's Zach Brothers, who was hit for by Jacob Kennedy in the batting order. There's a strike. In the outfield, left to right, Alec Lapierre, Josh Barrier, and Justin Roy. Non-starters for Chazy are Dylan Dorn, Nick Averill. Strike 2, Dylan Garrow, Alex Dupree, and Dustin Miller. So we got 1 and 2 on the batter. And the pitch, strike 3, no, a little high. Evens count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bissonette delivers. Hit to the right side. They're going to have to hurry. Should have let the second baseman handle it. Should have let the second baseman handle it. Be an infield hit. But the second baseman, Gay, should have been calling for that. Gay should have been calling. Brian Norcross telling him, the coach telling him, call the guy off. Bissonette's going to keep going after it till he gets called off. He's watching the ball, he's not watching the fielder. So it's up to Gay, who can see the fielder and the ball, to call it off. Say, hey, that's my ball, I'll take it. So it could have been a routine put out. Is a man at first, and on the pitch in the dirt, it's a man at second, tying run in scoring position with just 1 out. And cleanup hitter Lapierre at the plate. It was a strike, I guess. The batter Offered. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. Cleanup man at the plate. Big at bat here for the Lions. It's fouled out of play. Bells are ringing. That's 6 o'clock here. Bells at Sacred Heart are chiming. Pitch from Reynolds. Check swing. Strike 3. So Lapierre is out. That's 2 down. And Noka Bailey, the center fielder. Noka-Bailey. 2 outs. Tying run at second base. Foul ball. Strike 1.
Nice contact, Noka. Here you go. Go 3. Go 3. Got it, Zach.
Strike 2. 0-2 the count.
There you go. Come on, Zach.
Foul.
Cut. Cut. Here we go, Noka.
Well, I can hear Paul Garrett calling the balls and strikes from here. Of course, it's wind dated. That's in tight. That's high. I'll show you a left field flag. You can see the wind is whipping out there.
Go 3. Go 3. Come on, kid.
Strike 3, drop third strike. For the first, and they got him. Good job by Reynolds to get him. So nothing to cross. They strand the tying run, and it remains 5-4 Chazy after 4.5. We're going to the bottom of the 5th here on viewer supported hometown cable. Catcher Nathan Reynolds at the plate for Chazy in the bottom half of the 5th. Team leading 5-4. He takes a strike. We got Cody Gowdy. Pitching. 1-1 the count. Fouled back. 1-2. Strike 3 called. Reynolds thought it was a little bit outside, but it's not what the umpire saw. Here's Josh Pete, the first baseman now. Started the game as pitcher. Hit sharply up the middle. Throw to first will be safe. Safe. Second baseman Harwood throwing a little wide, and Mitchell had trouble handling it. So the Eagles have a base runner, and designated hitter Jacob Kennedy, who bats for Zach Brothers, is at the plate. And the pitch to Kennedy is taken for a strike right down the middle. Strike 2. And Pete goes in, uncontested to second base. He's in scoring position with 1 out. Alec Lapierre on deck. dugout. A little overhead. Fortunately, it was high. That'd been a line drive. Would have been the last line drive that I saw. The last line drive I didn't see. Strike three? No, just missed. Just missed. Close to being the same pitch that Reynolds looked at. Strike three. Kennedy goes down swinging. That's 2 outs. And left fielder Alec Lapierre, the batter. High.
You're good, you're good. You went from the windup. That's unexcusable. Come on, out. Come on, 1-5. Come on, Alan. Come on, 1-5. Get a lead. Get off. Four's off. 4.
Off the plate. Faithful ball boy. Gets all his meals paid for by the coach. That's over our head and well out of play. Deep onto the tennis court. 2 balls and a strike. Strike 2. Strike 2. Strike 2. Two and 2.
Come on, Alex, let's go. You got to protect 1-5. We say, kid. Look base wrap 1-5. Look base wrap, kid. We say 1-5.
Strike 3. So, nothing to cross for the Eagles. We're going to the 6th inning. It's 5-4 Chazy here on Viewer, supported Hometown Cable. We're aware of at least one change for Chazy as we go to the 6th inning here and take a look at the Mary Latrimore Memorial scoreboard. We see that Dylan Doran has come in to play first base and that Pete has gone to left field, so we're assuming that Doran is in for Lapierre in the batting order. This is Hart, a right fielder.
Let's get it going here.
Strike. 5-4 Chazy, top of the 6th. That went right over our head. They got the longitude and latitude right, just got the too much arc on it there. Coming right over our head. That's 3 that we're 15 feet tall, might have hit us up the middle. That's a base hit. So the potential tying run is on as Hart gets a leadoff single. And it's going to bring up Blades, the third baseman. Nobody out. Tying run on board for the Elizabethtown-Lewis Lions.
Come on, Mama!
Guessing that delivers a strike.
Come on, Mama, let's go.
On deck is Mitchell. That hits the plate. And it's going to be tying run at second base. Not much Reynolds could do on that one. Ball hit the plate and went straight up.
Come on now.
There's a bunt. Reynolds going to go to first. 2 down. Oh, that's 1 out. Oh, excuse me, that's 1 out. That's right. Hart was the first batter. So potential tying run is now 90 feet away, and the first baseman Mitchell will step in. Jerry Mitchell. Hey, I used to know Jerry Mitchell from Lamont. From Lamont, Vermont.
Here we go, Drive! Drive more, buddy, drive more. Hey, Craig, up a little bit. Here we go. Here we go, bud. Go, Jerry!
That's hit to Bissonette. Checks the runner, goes to first for the second out. No chance to advance by Hart. So 2 down, and left fielder Farrell, the batter, top of the order to follow.
Come on, Noah, be aggressive, buddy.
Strike. No, off the plate, apparently. Noah Farrell. There's a strike at the knees.
Come on, Noah, let's go, buddy. Be aggressive, kid. Be aggressive.
2, same spot. 1 and 2 to count.
Be aggressive, Noah. Let's go.
Strike 3 in the dirt. Reynolds will grab. Oh, what? Oh, got him in a run down here. So, the rundown gets Hart. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Chazy hanging on to a 5-4 advantage. I believe that's Lauren running all the way around the bases there. We'll check our score sheet. Number 5 in your program for the Chazy girls. Well, it was Taylor Lauren. Looked like she had a home run. Well, the girls needed that one. They were trailing by a bunch when I left that game. Bottom of the 6th. Who we got at the plate here? 19? 19 is Nick Averill. Nick Averill up. He is batting for Justin Roy, I guess. He's batting for Roy. Strike 2. Or maybe he's not batting for Roy. It is 5-4 Chazy. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Ooh. Ooh. Right on the shoulder. Right on the shoulder. He didn't make much of an attempt to get out of the way. Must be fearless. We got number 10. We got number 10 here. 10 is Josh Barrier. He takes it high for ball 1. Chazy leading by just 1 run. The first score I was aware of was 5-2 Chazy. And Lions picked up 1 in the 3rd and 1 in the 4th to make it 5-4. That's fouled and out of play. I have to give him an extra dessert tonight, I think. Strike called. Olamoy close to the ground, so he likes those low strikes. Bounces across. And we have a man at second. Averill catching heck for not sliding there. He said, I'm on my feet ready to go to third, coach. Oh, 0-2 the count, is it? Oh, the count disappeared on the scoreboard. That's a foul ball. Foul ball. Whatever the count is, there it is. Count's back. What? Oops, having trouble. Oh, the whole scoreboard's going off. 2-2. Who's that? Brandon Long running that. Between the eating of sunflower seeds and keeping the scoreboard, keeps them busy. Full count. Full count.
Hey, it's got to be there. One of you. Hey, stay close, John. Let's go now. Get. Here we go, 8.
High ball 4. So walk to barrier. What are we going to do? Have a conference?
On the ground, you got to go hard.
The batter should be now Hayden Gay. Not sure what this little conference is about.
I gave it to him. I just forgot to give it to him. My fault. Hero pitch it. Where he
Okay. He was asking about Averill. Averill got announced to the umpire, and since Chazy is the home book, he doesn't have to be announced to the visitors book, but obviously he should be. And Brian Norcross just forgot to do it. So as long as the umpire knows it and the home book shows it, that's all that legally matters. Hayden Gay at the plate. First and second. Nobody out. Chazy up by 1, looking to get a few insurance runs as they go to the 7th. Here's the pitch. It's high. So it's ball 1, 1-1, I guess. Nobody out. That's foul ball. Foul ball. That'll be strike 2.
Okay, Cole. Step up now. Come on. Here, Cody. Way ahead, buddy. Way ahead. Come on, 1-6. Let's go.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Gowdy set. And delivers. 2-2. On deck, Craig Bott.
Right here, Cody. Let's go, Hayden. Come on, got it. Here we go, 1-6. Come through, kid. Let's go, kid. Let's go, kid. Come through, 1-6. Please say, kid.
Way high. Full count. Walk would load the bases.
Here we go. Let's go, baby. Come on, buddy. Big spot, kid. Come on, 1-6. Come on, baby. Come on, kid. Here you go, 1-6. Here you go. What do you say, kid? What do you say?
High fly ball. Infield fly is called. Infield fly. Batter's out. Gowdy grabs it. 1 out. First and second occupied. Less than 2 outs. Routine fly ball in the infield. It's automatic out if the umpire so designates. So that's an infield fly rule. 1 down, and Craig Botton, the shortstop, with Kyle Bissonette on deck. So that's a big out for the Lions. They want to keep it at a 1-run deficit. And no advance.
Here you go, Cody. Here you go. Come on, baby. Come on, bud. Come on, bud. Let's go, kid. Let's go, kid.
That's hit to the right side.
Get yours. Get yours.
The unassisted put out. Second and third, but they're 2 down now. It's Kyle Bissonette.
Let's get one here, fellas. Hey, we got 2 here, Green. Knock it down over the 1.
Number 3 hitter in the lineup. The cleanup man Nate Reynolds on deck. So a big batter here for Gowdy. Lines delivers, chopped to short.
Get one.
Goes in the dirt, and a run scores. That was low. So that's a 6-4 Chazy lead. And Nate Reynolds the batter. With runners at the corners. We'll see if Bissonette will be going. With the runners at the corners situation. Reynolds is going. Bissonette is going. Reynolds takes ball 1. So Bissonette moves into scoring position. It's second and third with 2 down. Cleanup man at the plate. That's high, just missing. Just missed. 2-0. Josh Pete on deck. Strike. 2 balls and a strike. Strike 2. Curveball. Two and 2. John Coyer looks a little cool over there. That's high, ball 3. So a payoff pitch, but first base is open. A walk would just fill the bases. Looks like the softball game is over. Everybody's migrating from the softball. High, ball 4, so runners walks. And the bags are full of eagles. Chazy leading by 2. Josh Pete at the plate. He was the starting pitcher. So he can help his cause here in a big way. Takes it high and tight, ball 1. And let me tell you that wind is cold right now. This is a cold breeze. I'm glad I got my winter coat on. I thought about it. I was going to bring my winter coat or just a light spring jacket. I opted for the winter coat, and I'm glad I did. It's hit foul. It'll be strike 2. No, 1-1. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There goes that Norcross boy. Hard worker. What do we got? The ball coming in. And a pitch. High. 2-1. No place to put him. First base is already occupied. So if he walks, they're going to have to make room for him. Ball 3. On deck is Dylan Doran, who came in the game for... No, excuse me, on deck is Kennedy. Follow him is Doran, who came in for Lapeer. 3-1 pitch, fouled. That would have been strike 2. And it is strike 2. So that's a full count. Bases loaded, 3-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. And the payoff pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. So the Eagles pick up a run. They lead at 6-4. We're heading for the 7th here on viewer-supported Hometown Cable.
Let's go, Harwood! Come on now, Hardy, let's go, kid!
Elizabethtown-Lewis Lions will send up the top of their order in the 7th inning. They trail by 2. This is Harwood, the second baseman. Bissonette winds, delivers, and it's taken for a strike. 6-4 Chazy. Elizabethtown-Lewis Lions visiting the Eagles on its April 29th. There's inside. Inside. A good height, but just a little off the plate. 1-1 pitch from Bissonette is strike 2. Strike 3 goes after one in the dirt. Reynolds will have to fire to first. He will throw and get the out. Doran made the catch. Good back up there by Gay. So it's 1 out. And Austin Morris, the shortstop, is at the plate. He fouls the first pitch off. Strike 1. Gowdy, the pitcher, moves on deck. That's foul. Strike 2. Way out in front. Definitely putting in some running time today. Whoa, went around. He went around, tried to duck out of the way, but the bat went through. So that's 2 down, and Gowdy, the pitcher, will step in with catcher Lapierre on deck. Cody Gowdy takes a strike. Lions trailing by 2 down to their last out. Need a base runner. At least get that tying run to the plate. Let's hit to short. Over to first. It goes from Gay, Botten to Doran for the out. So a 6-4 victory. Chazy hangs on to win by 2, and that's the way it was in Mountain and Valley Athletic Conference varsity baseball on this 29th day of April 2013. You're watching viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Win, lose, or draw TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable. Thanks for watching, and for those of you who understand and support our continuing efforts, Hometown Cable TV worth your support.